Welcome aspirants. Today we'll be continuing our series where we were solving the question paper for AB Group 2022. We are left with the English section. So let us directly solve this paper, okay? So the first question for today is point out the noun. Point out the noun. So let me tell you something about a noun. So a noun can basically be four things. The first thing is a name. So a name can be a name of a person, can be a name of an animal. So it is basically, remember, it is a name. Second thing is a place. Place like Shillong. Okay, Shillong, Tura. So these are all a noun. Next is things. And by things here I mean non-living things like pen, paper, etc. Finally, ideas. Ideas here are basically things that we cannot touch, cannot see, but we can feel it inside. Example of ideas are love, hate, envy, etc. Okay. So I think we know what is a noun now. So let us solve this question. Point out the noun. Eat. So eat, sit, beat. So these three are action. Action. And action, as we can recall, it is a verb. V-E-R-B, verb. So the correct option here is bird, since bird is a name of an animal. Okay, let us move on to the next question. Question number 2, indicate collective noun. Collective noun, in simple words, let me tell you, collective noun is anything that is more than one plus. So anything that is more than one is a collective noun. So sun, moon, and cow. Here sun is only one, moon is also only one, and cow, we are talking about only one cow, so it is not a collective noun. But crowd is a collection of people. So and it has more than one person. So that is why the correct answer here is C, crowd. Another example of collective noun are bouquet of flowers or a dozen pen. These are all collective noun. Okay, let us move on. Question number 3. What is the masculine form of traitors? Okay, masculine is nothing but male. And feminine is nothing but female. So the question number 3 is asking what is the masculine, what is the male form of traitors? Okay, traitors is nothing but a female who has betrayed, okay, who has betrayed someone, something. So the male version of traitors is traitor. Okay, traitor is a male version of traitors, and by traitors I mean a female who has betrayed. Okay. Okay, let us move on. Question number 4. What is the feminine form of gander? Gander is a male version of goose. Okay, goose. Male is gander. Female is goose. Okay, male is gander. Female is goose. So this gander goose are nothing but an animal that is very similar to ducks. So if you want to know further, you can also Google these animals, so that it will it will solidify in your mind when you come across these kind of questions. Okay, next, spot the plural of hoof. Okay, hoof. So when we want to change anything from singular to plural, we normally add s at the end, but for some of these words we have to use ves. Okay, these are known as irregular noun. These are known as irregular nouns. So for these kind of words, we have to learn only there are limited number of words that we must remember. So these have ves at the end. So just like hoof, instead of hoovs, we must write hooves. Okay, ves. So the plural of hoof is hoofs. Okay, next, the plural of thief is very similar. Thieves, thieves. So the correct answer here is C. Okay. Okay, let us move on. Question number 7. This is adjective. Okay. So for this kind of question, I have written this formula for you guys. If you are making notes, then please make notes and you learn by heart this formula, because it will help you whenever these kind of question will arise in the exam hall. I'm sure if you follow this formula, you'll be able to answer these kind of questions. So he was wearing a dash shirt. So here, let us look. Okay, I've already written the answer here, but let us do it again. Okay. So opinion here is dirty, dirty. Okay. Now let us see what is next in our sequence. Size is not there. Age is there. Age here is old, old, old. Next, shape is not there. Color is not there. Origin is not there. But material is there. Material, what is the material here? Flannel. Flannel is a material that is very similar, similar to cotton, similar, no, these are all materials. So the next order in here would be flannel. Flannel. So the correct option here is dirty old flannel. So I was able to solve this kind of question just by following this formula. Okay. So that is how you solve that kind of question. Okay, next. Even here I've written this formula for you guys. Fill in the blanks with the correct order of adjective in a sentence. So we cannot follow the formula that was done previously. We must follow a new rule. So here for a sentence, these rule must follow. Okay. So hair dash by overwashing. So what will be the correct sequence here? Hair. So here is the subject. Next, auxiliary verb. Auxiliary verb here is. Auxiliary verb is nothing but a verb that helps our main verb. Okay. Helps the main action. Okay. So is the auxiliary verb. Adverb is something that is repeated again and again. So here often we use for when something is repeated again and again. So often will come. Next, the main verb. The main verb here is damage. So finally we have to write damage. So the correct sequence or the correct option here is hair is often damaged by overwashing. So the correct option here is often is okay, not this one. Option B is often damaged by overwashing. So I hope you got what I was teaching you. You must remember these two formulas. This one too, I recommend you to learn it by heart. I will mark a star there for you guys. So this one too, you remember the formula by heart, because just from this formula, I'm damn sure you'll be able to answer these kind of questions. And for this also, you follow this formula. Subject, auxiliary verb is nothing but a helping verb. Adverb is nothing but something that repeats again and again, and the main verb. Okay, let us move on. Question number 9. It was dash who wrote this. So here it was dash who wrote this. So who wrote this? A subject will write. Okay, a subject will write. Okay, so we must know the subject. Okay, subject here would be he. He is the subject. Okay, he is the subject. It was he who wrote this. Subject is doing the action, and object is receiving the action. Okay, I hope you know. Okay, so I'll write it here. Subject does the action, and the object receives the action. Okay, let us move on. Fill in the correct alternative shown below. Please vote for the member dash has done most for our village. So here what we must do is we must first know what is the subject. Okay, here please vote for the member dash has done most for our village. So who will be the subject? Okay, will be the subject. Okay, because here we are talking about has done. So who will do the has done? So the subject will do the action. So subject will come first. That is who. who, you will be there for all. And here the entire sentence is in present tense. So when we are talking about present tense, there'll be no ed for believe. There'll be no ed at the end. Okay, so the correct option here is who you believe. So okay, who you believe. Okay, I'll tell you a little bit about this one also. Whom you believe will not be, because the correct option here is who you believe. Okay, as I was saying, I want to tell you guys why this one will not be the correct answer, because whom is used for object. Okay, when action is done on someone, we use whom, but when someone is doing the action, we use who. Okay, and that will be the subject. That is why whom you believe will not be the correct answer. Who you believed, believed, this will not be, because as I've told you, the entire sentence is in present tense. Next, that you believe, this doesn't mix. It's not grammatically correct. So the correct option here will be who you believe. Okay, has done most for our village. I hope you got what I was trying to tell you. Okay, let us move on. Question number 11. Indicate the correct spelling. Here, nothing. We just need to know the spelling of disappointment. So the correct spelling here is C. This APPOINTMENT. Okay, next one. Indicate the correct spelling of discipline. Discipline is this one. DISCIPLINE. Okay, this is meaning of the word altercation. So altercation is argument. You know, when two people is in an altercation, they are having an argument. So the correct option here is argumentation. Okay, next, autopsy. Meaning of the word autopsy. So autopsy, when there is death of someone with mysterious circumstances, we don't know the cause of the death, so an autopsy is conducted. And autopsy is nothing but a full examination of a dead body. So here the correct option is the examination of a dead body. Okay, next, question number 15. Indicate the correct meaning of the word angst. The correct meaning of the word angst is anxiety. Okay, next, choose the appropriate option for the following of the sentence to use in indirect speech. Okay, this one, okay, I'll tell you one more thing. We use in a negative context. Okay, in a negative context, we use not to plus verb. Okay, not to will come before verb. Okay, not to will come before verb. And when it is a positive sentence, to will come before the verb. Again, verb is an action. Okay, verb is an action. So using these two rules, we must solve these two questions. Okay, I told him dash do it. So let us look into the option. So there is no okay, do here is the main verb. Okay, do it is the verb. So before this verb, either not to will come or to alone will come. So just by looking at the option, we can see there is no option where there is only to. But there is not to is there. This one, not to do it. Since there is no to isolatedly, there's no option where there's only to. So the correct option will be not to. So the entire sentence is in negative context. I told him not to do it. So if one thing you want to take away from this this question is that you must remember this one. Okay, this one you must remember. If it's in negative context, it would be not to plus verb. Okay, verb before the verb, not to will come. But when it is in positive context, to will come before the verb. Okay, so let us solve this question number 17. Same thing we must use here. He asks us dash show our passport. So here show is the verb. So here, as we can see, there's no option where there is not to, and not not to. Okay, there's no option where there is not to. So the only option would be to. So this B. Okay, to show our passport. He asked us to show our passport. So as I told you just now, if one thing you want to take away from this question, from these two questions, is that you must remember this formula. If it is in negative context, not to will come before the verb. If it is in positive context, to will come before the verb. Okay, okay. Let us move on. Question number 18. Choose the appropriate meaning of the word ad nauseam. Okay, ad nauseam. So nausea. So just by looking at this option also, we can tell to the point of nausea. Okay, to the point of nausea. The correct meaning of this word ad nauseam is to the point of nausea. Okay. Okay, let us move on. Question number 19. Choose the correct reported speech. This reported speech is nothing but direct to indirect speech. Okay, it's just a fancy word for direct to indirect speech. From direct to indirect speech. Okay, let us solve. So for the indirect speech, we must change the context into past tense. Okay, we must change the context into past tense. We must remove, also we must okay, someone is, okay, I'll tell you again. Someone is telling us something, and we are telling the same thing to someone else. Okay, this sequence we must keep in mind, and we must change it into past tense. Okay, let us solve this one. Okay, also this when we are solving these apostrophe, this exclamation, question mark will all go away. Okay, Jack says he must be guilty. So in past tense, says will become said. He will remain, must will remain be. So be in the past tense is have been. The past tense of be is have been. Okay, and here guilty. Okay, just doing that also we are able to solve. Jack said he must have been guilty. Jack said he must have been guilty. So the correct option here is A. Jack said he must have been guilty. We just converted the entire sentence into past tense. We remove these exclamation and these apostrophes. Okay, this one, let us solve this one. Choose the correct indirect speech using those rules that I told you just now. Indicate the correct indirect speech. I get up every morning at 6 o'clock, said Peter. Okay, Peter said. Okay, Peter said. Okay, this apostrophe will go away. And we are talking, someone told us something. Just like I told you here. Someone told us something, and we are telling the same thing to someone else. So when we keep it like that, I okay, I will become he, since I'm talking about someone else and I'm telling it to you. Okay, I hope you remember the sequence. Just now I told you, someone told us something and I'm telling the same thing to you. So I will become he. Get, since we are talking about in past tense also, get will become God. Every morning, Peter said he got up every morning at 6 o'clock. Okay, just like that we are able to solve this one. Peter said he got up every morning at 6 o'clock. Answer number D. Okay, I hope you understand. I'm only using these two rules, 1 and 2. I'm changing the entire sentence into past tense, and someone told me something, I'm telling the same thing to you. So just by imagining it like that, you will be able to solve these kind of questions, and you need practice also. Okay, next, fill in the blanks with the question number 21. Fill in the blanks with the appropriate option. What would you do if you dash your job? What would you do? Since I'm telling in past tense, so we will not use meet, met, will meet. We would use, okay, sorry, we will use met. What would you do if you met your job? We cannot use meet, will meet, would meet. Okay, these are all future tense and in present tense, but only this one is in past tense. Okay, let us move on. We're almost done. Question number 22. A wild goose chase. These are idioms and phrases. Okay. A wild goose chase. So imagine it like this. There's a goose and he's running away and you're trying to catch it. So it is almost next to impossible to catch it. That is why the meaning of this idiom is a wild goose chase is a useless search, because you cannot, you cannot catch the goose. So in the same way, it is useless. So the correct option here is useless search. Okay, fit her like a glove. The correct answer here is perfectly. Next, into hot waters is the correct answer here is in trouble. Okay. Next, spill the beans. Spill the beans. Correct answer here is to reveal. So for these kind of idioms and phrases, you must, learn it from a book or learn it online. You must learn it by heart. That is the only way to solve these kind of questions. Okay, by with that we have come to the the end of this series where we were solving the question paper for AB Group 2022. And one more thing, if you want to, you want to avail our previous videos, you can directly go to the playlist instead of searching in the video tab. What you can do is you can directly go to the playlist section. We have arranged all of these videos accordingly. EB group in one section, UB group in one section, and UBSI in one section. So you can do that and keep on practicing. We'll very soon will be out with our new videos where we will have a thorough and a detailed discussion and a detailed video about the preparation strategy, about the examination strategy. So that is it from our side. Thank you and all the best for your preparation.